Hey, everybody, excited that you have joined us. And I do want to I'm excited to introduce to you my guest today. I'm catching up with Dr. Kimber Hanchey-Ogden and her son, Seth. Good morning. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, Janet. So good to see you and good to be back.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's been a while since you've been on, and through the year I'll be doing some catching up with some former guests. So I'm just glad that you could be with me today. Dr. Kimber Hanchey Ogden is a senior pastor, motivational speaker, author, and owner of Restoring the Soul Christian Counseling Ministry. Her son Seth is a TBI, a traumatic brain injury warrior and advocate, Special Olympian gold medalist in powerlifting, and a social media influencer. Wow. All
Yes.
right. And if you will, Kimber, if you could just maybe for some people who might not have seen the last broadcast we did, it's been a while, just sort of briefly give an overview of what happened to
Okay.
Seth.
Okay. In 2011, September 28th, Seth was training for a triathlon. He was 17 years old at that time, full-time youth pastor in college to be a nurse. And he was struck from behind by an 81-year-old woman in a van. She hit him through 160 plus feet, which is over half a football field. He landed on the highway and died at the scene twice. He acquired a severe traumatic brain injury. We were told by the medical experts when he woke up from the coma that he would be perpetually vegetative and would always require 24/7 care. He was paralyzed right side. He has apraxia and aphasia. He
Mm,
knows he wants to say he cannot fully execute it, but it's in there. So that affects all communication on every level.
yeah.
And he is a walking, talking miracle, running miracle.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, yeah, there's more to that story, and we
Yeah.
have our book out, but we also have the ESPN video story is linked at the top and pinned at the top of our TikTok page, as well as the teamsethfoundation.org
Yeah.
page as well. So you can go and be inspired today if you need to be inspired or you're going through something that looks really.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I encourage you to go to the site and just learn more about this incredible story. All right. So, since we last talked, I know that you all have been busy. So, kind of catch us up.
Okay. Gosh, we're working really hard to get more awareness for brain injury, and
Mm,
since Seth's book came out, which was right over a year ago, and it's called Push Through It, the Seth Hanchy story, and it is how to bring purpose to your pain. And I fully believe, because I can testify, that there is purpose in your pain, and the greater your pain, the greater your purpose. And
yes.
so Seth did represent the whole state of Louisiana. And I mean, it is an amazing story, not because I'm the mom and got the front row seat to see all of it and witness it, but also because I have watched God turn something so tragic into something so incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
And I live with a miracle. And the most amazing part of that is watching somebody who could be so bitter at God give him praise every day, all day. And God has truly used this horrific thing
Mm,
to not only bring awareness to brain injury, but to lead people to the cross because of Seth's inspiring attitude. And, he gets frustrated because he's not a robot. But to see what God can do through him and his
mm,
attitude, his resilience and perseverance on the days that he just feels like I can't fight anymore, I'm weary. But he gets up, and his mantra is quitting lasts forever, pain lasts for a moment, so push through it. And
Yes.
he
Yes.
continues to do that as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, so go watch that. There, and Miss Janet, there's actually a really special, like a 2-minute video on there of him meeting the lady who hit him
Yes.
5 years, 9 months later.
We
And
played that video the last time
yeah,
you were on. Oh, yeah.
powerful. So
Powerful. Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. Well, now tell us a little bit about what you're thinking about and praying about in the works right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I am looking at Seth's TikTok following and social media following is it's growing. It is ridiculous. We're like right at 1 million followers on just TikTok alone. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's wild. But
that's a God thing.
it
Yes.
it really is
Woo.
because it's the way God has used those silly videos to bring people like that are really going through it and struggling, and they're finding God
Yes. Yeah.
through
Yeah.
just watching him and going, I don't know what it is about him, but whatever he has that he's gone through that valley of the shadow of death and is still walking through it on most days, that
Wow.
whatever it is, it's real and I want it. And so for anybody that thinks that they can't or they're not able to witness or to just lead someone to the cross, your life leads, your life speaks. And Seth is living proof that your life can speak when your words can't really say what you really want to say.
Mm.
But so yes, we are looking at taking that because there's so many people want more of his story and to watch more of him living out his daily routine of life, which is always interesting. But challenges that come with having a disability, whether it is a neurological disability like a brain injury or the apraxia and aphasia, which is communication,
Right.
disabilities in general, that people that have disabilities still want independence. They still want to work,
Absolutely.
um, have their own life, so to speak, that doesn't it's not defined or confined within the parameters of their disability. And they want to be in a relationship. And there are challenges, as we know, anybody that has ever been in a relationship or that is one, we know
That's
there's
true.
challenges. But when you put a disability on top of that, it's no longer just a challenge. It's like going through the the whatever the parameters of the maze and stuff that we navigate through. It gets so much more complex and so much more frustrating for the
Mm.
person with a disability. And so we're
Yeah.
looking at doing a something a little bit different and brave and bold, but we're wanting to follow more and even perhaps get a few more people with disability to come in on this, but
Mm.
just follow along and to do something as far as the like a reality show kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that's really something we're looking forward to. It's something we're really excited about.
Yes.
We don't know how it's going to play out yet. It's in the works, and just looking for that. Somebody who wants to either shoot a documentary or maybe get a tour bus and go, city to city and just bring awareness to more people that have a brain injury or disability on that level, and
Yeah.
just people meet real people that have struggles, but inspire.
I can see this
Right.
helping so many people and giving them encouragement and inspiration. Oh,
Yes.
we're going to look forward to that. Going to look forward to
Yeah. We're excited about that.
yes, yes. Now, I mentioned Seth that you powerlifting Special Olympian. Let me show everybody a picture here if I can. There you are. Wow. Oh, the strength. Gracious me. All right. Ah, that is awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, And before, Seth, when you were on before, you were talking about, you died twice at the scene, but you mentioned that you went to heaven or you saw heaven.
Miss Janet, we went
Yeah.
like really detailed
Yeah.
in the book and talked about
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
It's a really sweet thing when Seth meets somebody who passes away. And one of those people that passed away during COVID actually
Yeah.
was my niece, who's very, very close to Seth, only like 5 days difference in age. We're
Wow.
very close. And she passed away, had actually just given birth through emergency C-section. And when you experience a tragic loss that's so unexpected, a lot of times we can become so bitter and
Yeah.
just stuck there. And
Yeah.
Seth has given so many people a peace that we can't know or
Mhm.
understand, because he has a more descriptive way because of the personal experience he had with
Yeah.
meeting Christ,
Yeah.
with walking through heaven, the way it looked, the way it felt.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that kind of thing is so beautiful, because we experience a loss when that person leaves this side of the world, and we can't see them or hug them or touch them or hear their voice
Right.
anymore. And so we deal with that. It's such a loss because of their absence. But when you hear what Seth describes of what his experience was and how that is where we're all going to ultimately be and want to be, because we're in
Mm.
the presence of Jesus. Here we worship and we feel his presence, but
Yeah.
they're tangible. You can put your hands on his feet. You can feel
Yes.
the scar,
Ooh.
hug you and hold you. And
Mm.
Seth did not want to come back, but the Lord told him he had a great purpose yet to fulfill.
Mhm. Mhm. He needs you here, Seth.
That's
He still needs you here.
right. Yes.
Oh, that is just so powerful and so beautiful. So I encourage you to get the book and read it. I certainly want to get a copy and read all about that. Thank you so very much. I want to put up some information. Here are some websites and uh, where you can go and connect with Kimber or Seth, and also their book, Push Through It. The Seth Hanchey story is available on Amazon and Kindle, iBooks, Instagram Sparks, and Barnes and Noble. Wow, that
Yes.
is just wonderful. Thank you all so very much for joining me today and for updating. It's been a joy catching up with you both.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
so we'll be, I'm sure we'll be doing it again because I know you're
We
going to
look
be
forward
saying
to it
some
too.
wonderful things. And so down the road, we'll do this again. But God be with you and God bless you. And I know that He has still got more things for you both to do. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you.
Thank you all for watching. And I'd like to mention Abundant TV Network is just a great network for you and your family. Remember, have faith and look up, friends, where our help comes from. Bye. God bless.